Commando one that was taken off ModDB. You know, I had it on like GitHub, and there was some stalker thing was on some weird Russian website. So I was sending like out all these links to like accounts I never talked to before most of yesterday.
Oh,
Jesus!
Yeah,
I heard about the some Warhammer like animation drama going on. I was like, I should see what that's about. And it's like, oh, you're locked out for suspicious activity.
Suspicious activity? What?
I have that with my Reddit about every few months, just because I'm repeatedly like, my entire Reddit is about talking about exploits and all of that, and so I get locked out probably about once every 2 months from my Reddit.
Jesus!
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I've never had this happen before.
Be right back.
Have you ever lost a PayPal account due to money laundering?
No, I was very careful because I've heard about.
Okay, that tweet sent out.
I've lost a PayPal account with about $2,000 on it because of goddamn TF2 key money laundering.
God damn it! Did you like was it like set up as a business account or something, or was it just like a
business account? It was an individual, and then it became a business account, which means as soon as I put my passport onto a new PayPal account, the account just gets frozen and suspended. So.
My god, that sucks.
It's my fault for exploiting too close to the sun.
Yeah, I'm too afraid of PayPal because of that. It's like they're not a bank; they're just it's a guy who holds your money for a while.
Yeah, definitely. Like I can see why some people love online banks, but I need a bit of bricks and mortar behind me.
Yeah, no kidding. I usually bank through a credit union, which gives me all kinds of problems with like setting up online stuff, but I feel a lot better knowing there's a building I can go to.
Okay, I'm back. Is there anybody joined at all yet? I pinged my entire Discord. I'm gonna be surprised if there's not a single person showing up to play yet.
Oh, can you put the link in Discord?
I can, yes.
In the other Discord.
Yeah, hold on. I'll, grab that boy. You want the Jackbox link or the stream link?
Stream link.
Damn, son,
okay.
That's the most I can do now that I've been, investigated for election fraud.
Yeah, well, you needed that.
Well, it was a .ru link, so I'm just in trouble. I would guess that's why I'm in trouble for.
BJQW. So you were working with the Kremlin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he said, you know, Mandalore, if you could just please, just a little bit, help with the election fraud. We need a little bit of help over here.
I was the Kremlin himself, Mr. Kremlin.
That's his name. I'm glad you've met him before.
It's always a different voice when I talk to him.
It's always garbled.
Incompetence, and I think I'm the cause of it.
It's always garbled on the other end with like a voice amplifier or something. Okay. He's using a shitty XLR mic.
He's got 10 XLR mics.
So tired of the bullying. I was using a guitar amp interface for the longest time. The skeleton box.
Really?
It worked. It started dying recently though, so I had to replace it.
I've got one of those sapphire things.
And you someone who used the foot pedals of a guitar box to change like voice mods and VST plugins on their mic whilst they were like midstream. And now you just look at modern technology where you just have a stream deck where you just push a button, which is like the most middle class streamer setup in the universe.
I've thought about like getting guitar mics and then plugging a microphone into like guitar amps and like stuff to use the distortion on it to see if I could get something out of it before, but never really like came to fruition.
I'd probably keep the pedals, honestly.
The pedals? I wanted to use like one of those whammy pedals and stuff.
I prefer the whole farming sim setup. You know, you shift gears to change the VST plugins, all of that stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh, here's my Wait, I just copied the Twitch link again. Why did that happen?
Yo ho ho! You took a bite of gum gum.
I have so many questions about what's happening.
What did you do?
Oh, there we go. Okay. It's all fine now. So I made the mistake of doing a Windows 10 update, and it keeps wanting to remove things I own as like a danger to me.
Is it like those old 90s games you play?
Yeah, it tried to kill what's it called? I have like a Halloween 3D pinball night game from like 1995, and it told me it was a threat to America and just automatically removed it. I had to like isolate it to play my shitty Goblin pinball game.
I have that with the old Rise of Nations on CD discs and all that. Every time I
Oh my
update
God.
Windows, it just throws a fit.
Didn't they make a like an HD version for that?
They did. It's good, but it hasn't got my favorite classic exploits on it, so I don't like playing it.
That's fair.
Don't the
It's good for
Civ games not work? Like the old Civ games don't work anymore?
I think those
Well,
are supported actually somehow.
They're supported, but they fucked with them. Like Civ 4 was really stable for multiplayer, and then they made it less stable by updating it. Like it is much more buggy to play multiplayer than it was like a few years back.
Jesus. What's wrong with it?
With developers, they went in trying to fix it, and they just made it worse. Which I think is why they've just left Civ 5 alone and haven't improved it in years. The thing doesn't even have a goddamn pause button when you're playing multiplayer.
Are you serious? It doesn't?
Yeah, in order to pause the game, you have to cycle auto unit improvement on the workers because it resets the turn timer. That's the only way to have a break.
Does that count as an exploit?
Yeah, but it's an exploit that was discovered and the developers left it in because they didn't have the effort to actually, build a turn pause button.
Is this yours, Mandalore? What the fuck is this?
Yeah, that was my my old skeleton box.
Is that your
I
wedding
still have
ring
it.
next to it? Down
Is
there in
it?
the
Oh no, I
corner?
think it's a keychain for something. No, those glowing things are the giant like tube meters. So like they'll have like a physical dial that goes up when your voice is loud.
Wait, it's a line 6. You're using
Yeah.
a line 6.
Yeah, I was using a. It's mainly for guitars.
Yeah, I'm aware. I think I used to have this.
It's like 15 years old, but it started to die recently, so I had to get something more modern.
Also, a wonderful smart RG router in the background.
Yeah, that was provided to me by my my local ISP. It's
Oh,
a fucking
yeah?
nightmare. It's a nightmare.
I've
I have
got-
to call them to open like port forwarding. It's
Oh,
terrible.
Dude,
God.
they wouldn't give me access to the router that they gave out to me at my house, and then I had to call them. A tech had to come to my house, and then I had to explain to him how TCP/IP worked, and then eventually I explained to him how the router worked, and he gave me like the administrative privileges to my own router. That was the only ways I got it.
my God.
What's your internet speeds like in the States? Because I know they're all over the place.
I got fiber fairly recently. When I say recently, I mean like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. But it's not like super fast fiber. It goes up to like 900 up download.
Mine's
Before-
fiber too.
Yeah, before I had I want to say 30 to 40 megabytes per second, maybe
God.
on a good day.
Oh my
When I
god.
was starting out on YouTube, I had 400 kilobit per second upload speed. It
Are
would
you
take-
serious?
Yeah, it would take me about like half a day to upload a video.
Jesus.
Incredible. I like pre-compressed.
Drive to the library and do it.
Yeah, I mean, I know YouTubers who've done that when they've moved house and they like have really poor internet for the first few weeks. They just go and upload everything they have at a library or a coffee shop.
Yeah.
A library. Oh. I don't know why in my head I was like, a library on your computer?
No, it's
What
just
is
like a
that?
house. It's a house where books are.
Crazy. You might not have them in America, but we have them all over the place in the UK.
Don't do that. That's so mean. You're right though. Let's just
We've got libraries that are like 10 times older than your country. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's true.
I want to go to England sometime. I hear it's fantastic.
Oh, it's lovely. It's
I haven't
really
been in a few
nice.
years, but my trip to London was an exciting Far Cry journey I didn't really want. But when I got
London
north
is
of that, it got
quite-
nicer.
Yeah, London's very intense. The further north you go, the friendlier and more relaxed it is.
Yeah.
Until you eventually get to Scotland.
Scotland is friendly but intense. Like, Scottish people will just walk up to you and talk to you, and if you're open to that, it's very fun and enjoyable. Like, the Scots will just welcome you in and they'll do barn dancing with you, like, no problem, they'll be up for it. You go, like, further down south and just people will stare at you because they dislike the look of you. But yeah,
Like
I
when
mean,
you get to Wales.
Welsh people don't like outsiders, yeah, that is true.
Welsh people
Um,
don't like outsiders.
Well, legitimately, like most of the universities in Wales, for example, they have like they're in like small towns, and the towns will have a few pubs. There'll be like one designated pub where the students can go, and then all of the other pubs students aren't allowed to go to because most of the students aren't Welsh. So if they go to these pubs, they'll just be shouted at and like thrown out because it's for locals.
Are you serious?
Gosh, it's incredible. Like it's a really unique place. But yeah,
All the foreigners are trying to take our rocks.
exactly. All the rocks and sheep.
I didn't know Wales was like that. I figured like that. Of course, I've never been to England, but I figured that at least most of England was like generally the same. I didn't figure it was like you go south and everyone's an asshole.
It's so like you go up north and you get Yorkshire sounding people, you get Lancastrian sounding people, you get Brummie people. You go down south and you get like insanely posh sounding people from Oxford. You get like West End London voices. It is an absolutely diverse, eclectic mix of culture.
Spiff, are you from London?
Where do you think I'm from with this accent?
Wales. I'm gonna say Wales.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
You just told me. You just told
I'm
me.
not from Wales. I'm not from Wales. I'm from the Lake District, so far up north in Cumbria.
I have no idea where that is. I know Cumberland, I think.
Cumberland is the oldie term for Cumbria, I guess.
I only know about England from Europa Universalis. That's not even a joke.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Okay. Well, then it's the I come from the district that was in the top left on the English-Scottish border. So there you go.
Oh, okay. So you got
one.
you got attacked by the Scottish all the time, and we walked through your land to get to Ireland sometimes.
Exactly.
That's all I know about that completely. I call Spain like Castile like 99% of the time in my head. Because
When landing in Barcelona, hang on a second, this is meant to be Aragon.
That's real, man. That's my life. That's actually how I react to things in Europe. I'm so bad at that kind of stuff, dude.
You land in Spain and wonder where the caliphate is.
It's like, how's the Ottoman Empire doing? I haven't heard about it in years. Where's the signs for it? What do you mean trade isn't going through the Belle Toll anymore? What's happened to the Silk Road?
You're right.
I would highly advise you to read up on the UK before visiting.
I would love to.
You're like, wow, everyone here's the same. You're asking for trouble.
I spent a lot of... I've got like 300 hours in Europa Universalis. I've never played Japan. And like, so I don't know anything about that area, but all of my knowledge of Europe is from like the 1300s.
No. I mean, my knowledge started with, I think, Age of Empires 2 when I was young.
We can start whenever you want, Spiff. We got everybody in. You're the VIP, so you have to say everybody's in on your phone or your tablet.
I have to press a button that says fight.
Yeah. I guess I should turn my alert box off. It's probably gonna get in the way of doing stuff right now. Turn off some stuff.
Oh, what did I draw last time? I don't remember. It's been so long since I played Jackbox.
Do you have like a tablet, or are you using your phone, or what?
I'll mouse draw it.
You're gonna mouse draw it?
Shaky mouse draw, that's how I do it.
That's what I'm doing too.
I'll put my sensitivity down to the lowest.
Sensitivity down to the lowest. Jesus, on my mouse that's like it doesn't move when I do that.
What you draw is of no consequence. I mean, it's of some consequence, but like, don't stress out, basically.
Oh, I already.
Use the suggestion button
oh, I was trying. I don't know. I was trying to skip the thing, the talking. I'm gonna draw a pumpkin. If I can manage it somehow. Oh, this is already not a pumpkin. This is like a gross apple at best. This is where you guys learn that I have no idea how to draw. Also, I'm colorblind, so you'll learn that too.
Oh no.
I legitimately practiced drawing today because I was like, if we play any drawing games, then I'll need to practice. Oh, this is terrible.
I have not practiced. Oh no! That's not good.
Did you mess up already?
Yeah, I don't. I remember the redo button.
Is there a
Undo.
redo button? Oh yeah, there's the undo button. Okay, I'm doing my best to just draw an apple. I did a pumpkin. I did like an apple shape, and then I put the pumpkin lines in it, and that didn't work. And so now I'm just trying to make something that at least will be decent to look at.
Only seconds remain.
Oh Jesus, 8 seconds.
I'm making what looks like a 4-year-old's drawing. I didn't really master the colors. Oh no!
Oh god, that was so fast.
That was a fast 30
Use the
seconds.
suggestion button if you need an idea.
What did you draw, Spiff?
I was not
I
done.
drew handsome Squidward.
Did you really? That's awesome.
I started drawing a dinosaur.
I'm gonna draw SpongeBob then, so we can have a SpongeBob in here. When's the last time you guys played Jackbox?
Oh man.
we talking like years, or are we talking months?
I think about 6 months ago with like the Yogs cast. I think it was like Sips and a few others, and it was quite late at night. And yeah, it was good fun. It was mostly a t-shirt game, so it was good.
I think it's been about a year for me.
What? Oh Jesus! What color eyes does SpongeBob have?
Black.
Blue.
Please tell me. I'm just gonna do. Yeah, black is good. Hold on. He just looks like a creepypasta, Spiff. Why did you tell me to do that?
It's new SpongeBob, you know.
Oh, okay.
SCP SpongeBob.
I heard they're like making SpongeBob in CG or something now. Is that true? Like he's not hand drawn anymore?
I mean, it's entirely possible. Look what they did with Thomas the Tank Engine.
I
What did
wouldn't
they
know.
call-
What did they do?
Yeah.
They ruined him. He was beautiful.
What did they do with him? I have no idea.
He's all CG now. He's like 3D rendering.
I'm looking
Jesus.
at. Oh my god, it's awful.
Send it in the Discord. I want to see.
Just one more to go. Wow, me baby.
It's like a.
Begin.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The lighting is like terrible. What am I doing?
I'm thinking of SpongeBob.
I-
You could lock the door, but I wouldn't notice.
No.
Oh no.
I locked all the cats in the sunroom so that they wouldn't bother me while I streamed.
I didn't notice that.
And my wife went and got them all out.
I didn't know about. I was like, why are they not?
Like, what color is SpongeBob's eyes? Black, blue. It's gonna end up being garbage, man. I'm sorry. I'm not a very good artist. Somebody in chat said that the last SpongeBob movie was in 3D. Is that true?
It might be.
SpongeBob movie 3D.
Yeah, it was. It was meant to be good, though, I think. I didn't watch it, but I heard good things.
I haven't
that's-
been caught up on many Nickelodeon movies, I guess. I think the last thing I saw from Nickelodeon movie-wise was the Hey Arnold movie.
Oh yeah, and that one was good.
That one was like the Tigger movie but without balls.
What the fuck does that mean?
Did you ever see the Tigger movie?
Yes.
Time is about to
Do you remember how it's like
expire.
Tigger,
You need to finish
it's
up.
okay, you don't need to find your family because we're your family.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Hey Arnold movie's like, oh, actually your parents have been asleep in the jungle for like 20 years.
I think we can work
What?
with these.
Were they like? Was there a spell cast on them?
For your last
Yeah, there was
exercise,
a
you'll write as many
Aztec
slogans
spell or
or
something on them.
phrases as you
And
can.
there were a bunch of terrorists who kidnap the kids and they hold them hostage with guns on a boat.
And don't
I'm not making any of this up.
Are you
Sorry,
not?
hang on a second. What, this is a Nickelodeon film?
It's the
Yeah.
Tigger movie.
No, that's,
They didn't have guns in the Tigger movie.
Yes, they did. Mandalore said it was true.
they had guns in the Hey Arnold movie.
Hey Arnold, the movie. That's gonna be one of the things I write. Hey Spiffs, what's that tea that you love? Yorkshire. Approved. I'm just gonna put some tea stuff in here then. Oh, where is Yorkshire? Like, that's a legit question. I have no idea. Is Yorkshire
top right of the England.
of the England?
Harvest not for decoration. Finish quickly.
Somebody in chat said Yorkshire isn't real.
I mean, have you ever seen it?
No. You could have gotten away with just lying to me. You could have told me.
It's a constantly rolling fog.
Have you been to England, Mandalore?
Yeah, I haven't been in I want to say 10 years though.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's been a long time.
That's why you can make the jokes.
I mean, I vaguely remember it. Oh shit, she's a drawing.
Were you
Oh,
drunk the whole time or something?
You got the brick pass.
Did you say a brick purse?
Brick pass. You're allowed to talk about the Britain if you've been and got the brick pass.
Mandalore, tell me what this thing is that he's trying to scoop me up with.
I'm allowed to speak about his people because I've been there.
Oh, I see.
Otherwise, you see, we don't really let most people talk about our peoples because otherwise they just go on about all the atrocities. So we have to hand out this little badge that says you're allowed to talk about us.
That makes sense. I feel like that's pretty much... I think that's legitimately what a lot of people talk about when they talk about England if you're from America. Like, American people just...
What was it? Like Fellowship of the Ring, when they're in like the tomb and like the goblins are coming through the door?
Huh?
That was London. But it got very nice after that when I went.
Okay.
The more north I went, the more nice, like, people got nicer. Scenery got nicer.
Have you seen that GIF of have you seen that GIF of Gandalf dancing behind the door, like looking at the goblins?
I don't think I have.
Let me see if I can find that. Hold on.
God, I've missed Lord of the Rings. Such an enjoyable show.
Love it.
It's getting a show.
Is it really?
God.
Yeah. You haven't heard about the Amazon $1 billion show?
No. Tell me
Yeah.
this thing.
To rival Game of Thrones.
Show ever made. What's Game of Thrones?
Oh, good point. I think it's a book, maybe a manga.
I think it's like a book. Was there a show?
Of Game of Thrones? No, they haven't made one yet.
Oh.
I can't find that GIF. It's basically just Gandalf looking into the... Like, it's just going, like, playing forwards and playing backwards, Gandalf looking into the door and seeing the goblins, like, shooting arrows at him. And it makes it look like he's dancing and, like, dodging the arrows. And it looks really cool.
I'm amazed Amazon didn't try and make a Lord of the Rings MMO. Like, they made New World, which is releasing soon, but...
Sure, like, where's the baby?
As the location.
Aren't they trying to make, like, a new... Oh, well, there is New World. I thought there was someone trying to make a new, like, Lord of the Rings MMO kind of thing.
You would know, Mandalore. You'd be the guy that would know about that.
I am watching out for
those.
I want to play the Golem stealth game.
Oh my god, my fiance is so looking forward to that. She just worships Gollum.
The problem is I don't really want a narrative. I just want, like, a Golem simulator. Like, you go to town. Yeah, you, like, strangle hobbits in the night. Like, you eat fish in the cave. You just live like Golem.
You scoop fish out of the water and eat them whole.
Yeah.
Scream into the dark. That's just what your life is like, isn't it?
You, like, strangle a hobbit at night and, like, you have, like, a skill tree.
What would his skill tree be?
I don't know, you get, like, speed increases for hobbit strangling. Like, increased chance for catching fish.
+4 chokeability.
You can jump higher.
I would love that. And, like, the locals, you become, like, their werewolf and they, like, start hunting for you at night. And I love tea. What the fuck is that robot?
I don't know. Are they gonna let you go into Smaug's chamber in that game? In the Gollum sneaking game?
I don't know if Gollum went into Smaug's chamber, so
he
they
didn't,
kind of
but that's the perfect thing to do.
Take some creative liberties there.
They're gonna have, like, a world raid boss where you and, like, 30 other golems online and, like, take down Smaug. You, like, all pelt him with rocks.
I don't know. After the stuff that I've seen Mandalore cover on his channel, I'm not even surprised, like, that they would do something like a raid boss or something in that game. They did, what's that one that's the turn-based Lord of the Rings?
Oh, Third Age.
Yeah, after they did that, I'm not even gonna be surprised. Who has, rights to that now?
I don't know. It's either the estate or it might be New Line Cinema or EA. There's like a... Yeah, because EA was publishing all the Lord of the Rings games in like the 2000s.
If they still have the rights to the Lord of the Rings games, then
Sure.
I think
Like
that
either
explains
way.
some things.
Yeah, they're just holding on to it. Mandalore, did you go to Oxford?
I did.
Did you go to the Tolkien Club?
I did not.
You missed out, my friend.
I visited the like the campus briefly, but you know, Oxford's campus is a fucking city.
Yeah, literally the city is the campus.
Yeah, it's like
How about a trip?
it's so large. Because I was like, oh, it'll be like a school here, you know, where it's maybe like a few miles, and no.
Use your devices to
It's just
enter
loads of different colleges scattered all over the city.
Wait, is that real? Is it like a city of colleges?
It's a city of, yeah, like individual colleges that you're a student for. It's really fun.
Europe seems like such a magical place. I want to go there. I'm terrified of planes, though. Are either of you guys scared of flying?
Oh no, I'm fine with flying.
I don't know how. I don't know how you guys get over that.
My big fear is I don't know if it's like a fear. I don't like dark water.
I thought you were gonna say like World War III or something. I was like, yeah, most people, man.
I mean, you watch Threads and you'll be afraid of World War III for a week or two. but
Yeah.
My one of my first memories of where I lived was we actually had a local World Raid boss in our lake.
What? What?
Yeah, someone had they got like an alligator, like exotic pet kind of deal,
Mm-hmm.
and they either got too big or they got tired of it or something, so they released it into the lake. And this is not a place where alligators should be, but the alligator did quite well there because it had no competition.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah, and it was like encountering people, and like there was a close call attack, so like the local police are looking out for it. Small town, by the way.
Did you see that guy who got attacked by like an alligator in a lake, and then like the alligator like took his legs off or something, and then he went
Yeah.
back and like killed it?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Now, right.
but no, this one was not a killer. He was just a suspected killer.
Aw, poor little boy.
Well, no, because it did get to the point where he like tried to attack, and then the cops were like, "All right, we have to try and like comb for it." They didn't find it because there weren't enough. But eventually, there was some kind of event happening, not the 4th of July, but like a block party or cookout or something, and a cop is there, like, you know, kind of making sure everything's orderly, and he sees the gator on the beach, like coming towards it from the lake. And the cop realizes he doesn't have like his shotgun in his car. Small town police, there's like one shotgun between them. But there were some local teenagers and rednecks who had their guns with them because, of course.
Yeah.
So he deputized some of the local civilians.
You shitting me to kill an
to help them
alligator?
get the alligator. And so they waited for it to get closer. And they formed a little firing line, and they raided the fuck out of that alligator. There was like nothing to recover of the body.
They swatted the alligator.
Yeah, and I learned about this from my dad because he was on the local volunteer fire department, and he told me like, oh yeah, they just like obliterated this fucking alligator today.
I was gonna
And then
ask.
I was in the local newspaper, and people were mad because there was no picture on the front of the page.
Somebody in chat said Tom Clancy's Gator Squad.
Yeah, there wasn't enough of a oh, this is perfect. Yeah, there wasn't enough of like a body to like show anything. It was like dissolved in the soup in the lake. So they couldn't like hold it up by the tail and be like, look at the big gator we got.
That's why I don't want to go to America. I love the concept of America. Like, I want to try the food, but I don't want to go because there's so many goddamn guns.
Have
Yeah, but
either of you
wait,
been to Mississippi?
Family event. Yeah, I went whitewater rafting there once.
Did you? What did you think?
It was a nice river. That's all I saw of Mississippi.
If Smith, if you're scared of like going to America for guns, In Mississippi, where I went to high school, every child had a rifle and a shotgun and a pistol. Like, that's not even a joke. Like, with them at all times in their car.
I think the only comparison in the UK is if you go to a fancy private school, you might know a few kids who have horses.
Holy shit, yeah, but that dick lines up perfectly. Horses are all around here.
Mandalore knows about horses.
Oh my god.
It's Mandalore's favorite subject. Oh,
Do you
why
love horses? Oh, I saw the goddamn video. Oh god, yeah, I remember.
Well, yeah, I trained them in high school for a while. The thing is, oh my god, there's all sorts of people who you encounter, like, also when you're teaching people horseback riding. There's like, there's like horse girl, there's kids, there's like some older people, and then there's the clear furry who has ulterior motives.
Yeah.
I've only encountered that once, but that was a memorable day.
Wasn't it like your boss or something that told you, like, hey, you need to watch out for this guy?
Yeah, like, I didn't get it back then because I was still in high school, and like, hearing about that was ha ha ha, like a dude would fuck a dog, ha ha ha, and he's like, oh no, we have to be careful around here. What do you mean? Hate my wife, love fishing.
It's a clown society, man.
I thought he was like putting a pistol in his mouth for a second.
Did you say that some kids in England own horses, and that's the only way you can really like compare?
That's the wealth differential that you have in the UK. Like the people whose parents drive 4x4s and own horses. That's literally it.
I mean, horses are fucking expensive.
They are. They really are. I've got a friend whose family raises horses, and I don't know, man. I couldn't do that. Some of the shit you have to put up with.
Literally, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a hobby that eats, and they eat a whole lot.
There was this one thing where they were having to like clean its toes or something, and it like kicked somebody in the chest while they were just like cleaning its hooves, right? And it just kicked them in the chest and put them in the hospital for a week.
Oh my god.
This is why you got to get dogs instead, you know?
Yeah. So if you're cleaning their hooves, you like kind of stay on the side of them. Wow.
British. I like that one.
Like the bloodshot eyes.
Pretty accurate. The eyes of the flag.
The eyes of the flag.
This is what the streets of England were like when we had the Euros final.
I was gonna say, whenever there's a game of soccer, that's also all I know about Europe.
Well, keep in mind the English and UK flag are very different.
Yep.
Each of them, each have their own flag, so don't point a Union Jack and be like, I love England.
Yeah, don't walk into Wales and go, I love your flag, and then pull out the Union Jack, because you will get
Oh, don't really like that.
I have no idea what you're talking about. That is how ignorant I am of this.
Brit, I'm guessing you through these expressions. They're all very, like, calming but unnerving.
Hold on. Union Jack. Wait, Wales flag. I know what the Union Jack is. Jesus Christ, this is a badass flag.
Yeah, the Welsh one's really good.
You said you're from... I almost said Cornwall again. Ooh, that's cold. The Cornwall flag is boring. Cornish? Cornish flag? Cornwall? Yeah, okay. I was thinking, like, I was trying to think in my head, like, wait, is it still called Cornwall, or is that just what it was called in Europe Universalis?
No, it's still called Cornwall. And they still want independence. Well, some of them.
Do they really?
Speaking of Mississippi, would you like to share their flag?
So it's come to
Speaking of who?
The Mississippi.
Mississippi changed their flag recently, man.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they changed it this year.
Yeah, they changed it. It was like 80% of the vote went towards changing the flag, and also 80% of the vote went to medical marijuana being legalized. But the Supreme Court or whatever, like, just immediately was like, no, and then shut down the medical marijuana one, but let the flag one pass.
I mean, the flag one was probably because, like, the Confederate flag was taking up just, like, a quarter of it. They basically just put the Confederate flag on top of their old flag and said, this is it.
What is the new Mississippi flag? It's like, yeah, I was gonna say, it's like got the magnolia
Oh,
on
it's
it.
nice looking.
It is, it's nice looking. It's not bad. There was one really badass one that was on the ballot.
Baby.
Let's see if I can find it. Where's the baby's gonna win, man?
It's iconic, you know.
Yeah, look at his little face. The way he's waving.
You're right. Mississippi border flag, I think it's what it was called. Yeah, this one. Check this shit out. This is awesome. I wanted this flag.
It's pretty good, but it's no Oxfordshire flag, you know. It's the flag of Oxfordshire where I live. Check out that cow.
I'm checking it out.
Wow.
Oh my god. Look at that cow, man.
I know.
Is that the... Wait, is this the one? Like, this is the... Oh my god. What's going on with his eyes?
You know, he's just angry.
What's he so angry about? He's in England. He's not in America.
That's true.
What has he got to be angry about?
He's looking at an American and he doesn't like what he sees.
Brit, if you make a video about how fucked up the Silence and the Fury DLC is, I double dare you to make that Torox's fucking emblem.
I've got it in the works at the moment. I built an army comprised of just the fucking chariots, and
They're actually broken.
Yeah, just the fact that the models just couldn't be killed and then fully healed after every battle.
Jesus, really?
Yeah.
They actually they tried to change like how collision works or something.
That's
So
completely
I was talking
broken.
with people there. Yeah, I was like, hey, this doesn't seem right. Like oh, they're probably performing fine. It's like no, they're fighting they're fighting Chaos Warriors one-on-one still and winning.
Yeah, they're also
Jesus.
like such a low tier unit for the roster. It's like, oh, you can have like loads of these. They're really cheap, and yet they outperform even the strongest units. Just the entire fucking campaign is wild.
Did they change the whole thing up ever since the newest thing that just came out?
They'll like change some things, but they won't document a lot of what they change. This time they did. It just broke.
Oh, so that's
Yeah.
your job, huh? To document everything?
No, that's somebody's job there.
Oh, somebody's in here named Halligan.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was a good DLC. Did you give the staff that just summoned Cygors a try?
Oh, I did. Yeah.
It's so overpowered. Like you can just put that on every single one of your casters and just take like 6 casters into a battle and summon like 20 Cygors.
I actually I broke the tech tree trying that because it said like, oh, you can only like summon 10 of whatever. And if you do above that at once, it just is broken forever.
Yep, I went above that as well. And it's like, yeah, you need to summon 10 Cygors in a battle. And it's like, okay, cool, no problem. And it's like, you've summoned 15. This isn't 10, so you don't get the research.
What? It's broken, dude.
I was so thrown off because like, oh, they might fix it in a day 1 patch, and day 1 came and the game didn't update, and I went, oh
Yeah.
no, oh no, this is it.
We had that with the last EU4 DLC. It was insanely broken with the creator preview they gave us, and we were like,
Oh,
okay,
right.
the game's crashing at like the 50-year mark, which is like a 10th of the way into the game. Is this going to be fixed? And they're like, yeah, no problem. We're aware of it. We'll get it fixed. And it's like, okay, now this, and this is all placeholder. That's going to be in the release build, right? And like, of course, yeah, it's just placeholder art. They just ship it as it was for the creators. Like, it was like coated in placeholder art. There was one nation which, if you didn't have the DLC for, you used to be able to play perfectly fine before the update, but as soon as the update happened, the nation was unplayable unless you bought the DLC, because it activated an event which basically destroys the nation, and then you have a quest line to fix the nation, but if you didn't have the DLC, you didn't get the quest line.
What? Jesus. What a mess.
Wasn't Paradox having like apologize for? Was that the patch they had to do it
Yeah,
for?
they apologize. Yeah, that was that one. Yeah. It's such a shame because like CK3 released fantastically in comparison.
That's what I heard. I still haven't played it. I love Paradox games, dude.
It's good fun.
I don't know what it is Paradox makes like one good game every 10 years, and then the rest of them are like completely broken.
Well, it's a different game after like 2 years
It's
every
true.
time. Like, I want to catch up with Stellaris more, but there's so much.
I do not want to catch up
I'm
with
still
Stellaris.
getting used to like how they change the economy around. Like, oh god, there's so many resources to plug in now.
Have you caught up with Eve at all since you did your video and how much they've changed? I heard they did like a huge overhaul or something.
Yeah, I like play it on and off, but they're in trouble.
Are they?
Their latest edition was when you die, the screen will pop up that's like, get revenge, spend $5 to buy Plex now and buy a new ship and get the bad man.
Jesus.
It's kind of like they're definitely leaning more into the free to play game aspect of it.
That's actually a shame.
Yeah, but they're kind of like shifting. They tried to do like a resource scarcity thing, which was funny because it was a good idea. Like,
Yeah.
it's better to do, but they ended up like tanking their economy and battleships.
Yeah, the issue was no one really wanted to go out and use the battleships because it was so scarce to then get the resources.
Mm-hmm. Battleships are horrible for like having fun with your friends because they're fucking slow. They take 10 years to align. They're expensive, super expensive now, so everyone just stopped using them completely.
I've been trying to get into Endless Space 2.
That's a fun game.
Yeah, I heard that, like, all the problems I had with it, I heard were completely linked to DLC. I just bought the whole thing as, like, one pack. And then apparently the game was, like, really good at day one, and then they just ruined it by outsourcing the DLC.
There's only one... I was playing it with Seth when... Which one was it? It was one about the Academy, but I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah,
they
the
did
one where
that with Legend too.
They did with what, too?
Endless Legend, another game they made.
Oh,
Some later
yeah.
deal to be outsourced and was very, like, ugh.
See, this is my first Endless game, so I have, like, no expectations, or at least, like, extremely low expectations.
Endless Legends really fun, but yeah, Endless Space really got screwed over by that DLC. Yeah, it's just not really fun to play, which sucks.
The Academy is so bloodthirsty.
Yep.
Everybody's really mad about the like, behemoths, too, from what I understand. But I've never known the game without behemoths.
Are those the big ship things?
Yeah, like the really big ones that can blow up galaxies.
Begin.
Galaxy.
Galaxies.
Oh, I am not aware of those.
I'm just an idiot. Sorry, not
Like-
galaxies.
Well, I was
Solar
like, wow,
systems.
half the map is gone. I'd probably do that too.
Yeah, I'd probably hate it. No, just whatever the fuck. I'm trying to draw and talk. I'm terrible at this.
Yeah.
The solar systems, like the ones that can blow up suns and stuff. This looks so creepy. I'm trying to draw like a normal human being, but everything I draw comes out looking like just scary. Just downright scary.
I wish there was like a fill color. I bet there is, and I can't find it.
Looking for a short
No, I think there's just like a bigger pin.
You're right.
Like
Yeah,
it's-
I'd change that.
This almost looks like a Wojak. This almost looks like a Wojak that I'm drawing. It's just because I'm so bad at drawing, though. Alright, that's... I guess that's an art. That sure is an art. Do a little smiley face. There we go. Oh, I was the last one.
Good. Pretty good.
I'm so not used to doing this with a mouse.
You should get a,
Yeah,
should
I
get
could do it with my phone. I might be worse at that, actually.
I was gonna say you should get like a big drawing tablet. I got some guy email me about his mobile game, like, that he's designing too, and he's just emailing me in the middle of this, and I was just trying to like look at it and read it a little bit.
Oh, that reminds me, Britt, have you heard of the newest great Warhammer game, Warhammer 40,000 Lost Crusade, available now?
I keep getting sent like 4 emails a day.
Oh, fucking stop!
It's like, okay, guys, I didn't respond to the last 20. You can like ease off a little bit, please.
I had one guy like just talk to me about that pretty much. I haven't had anybody email me about it, but I'm not nearly the size.
If I have to offer any advice to YouTubers, it's like never make a video about cryptocurrencies because I have lost my Twitter DMs now.
Really?
Oh no.
It's just like endless, like how much to like get a sponsorship of like our cryptocurrency.
Jesus.
Luckily my response is always the same. There's like all the Raid Shadow Legends offer, which is just you ask for a crisp like $250,000 and then just watch them never respond.
Yeah. I got a pretty good T-shirt out of this. Just somebody putting the wrong flag for England. That what is it? Last Crusade. The
Lost Crusade, I think.
Lost,
something like that.
Lost or Last.
I think it's Lost.
That's just like a remake of that other medieval mobile game, isn't it? Just except for with Space Marines this time.
Chaos and
the Chaos one. Yeah.
The thing is, they're all the same. They're all based off some like Farmville template.
Really? Are they all made in like Game Maker or something?
Like, it's a real shame because there's some really nice mobile games out there, but 99% of mobiles games just follow the gacha format and it just ruins them.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played a good like mobile game in forever. I guess Magic the Gathering Arena counts. That's it. Do you guys play Magic the Gathering at all?
I was lucky enough to avoid the craze and save money.
I like Poggers.
Who doesn't like pogging?
Have you seen the I almost said Mickey Mouse, Chuck E. Cheese saying Poggers?
No, and I hope to never see it.
It's one of the best things ever, though.
The idea of Disney buying Twitch really just that flashed.
Hey, why not?
For a second.
Is that a real thing?
It could be.
It could be, but I mean, I thought you were saying like they're doing that, and I was about to freak out.
Amazon and Disney are separate for now.
Not for long, man. Honestly, not for long. There he is. There's Chuck E. Cheese saying Poggers.
Oh,
he
was
entertainment.
Streaming.
Yes, he was streaming.
Okay, I thought it was like at a park.
Why is Chuck E. Cheese a VTuber and why is he playing Fall Guys?
Yeah, there's a lot. You've opened up a lot.
There's a lot of questions here.
I thought it'd be like at like the Chuck E. Cheese or whatever, and like some guys like, "Ha, Chuck E. say Poggers," and like filmed it.
No, it's way worse than that.
Go ahead and
England, make it stop. It's he whimpers after he says Poggers. He like cries a little bit. I'm not even joking. Whoever's like taking care of the puppet just goes.
Oh god.
I mean, the Chucky I remember is still like the chubby skateboarding rat. I don't like this new Chucky.
Is there a new Chucky? I didn't even know.
That is, yeah, there was the old Chucky who had like the. What was the old Chucky?
I just immediately think of the doll.
You know what the E stands for, right?
No. What does it stand for?
Entertainment. His name is Charles Entertainment Cheese.
His name is that real?
Yeah.
I'm gonna change my name to be Patrick Entertainment Review Anything.
Yeah, that was the old Chuck E. Cheese I remembered.
I'm like looking at old Chuck E. Cheese models now, and like all of them are fucking terrifying. Which one of these is the one that you remember?
Oh no, I meant like the logo.
Oh, because
I think the puppet like animatronic was always terrifying.
Yeah, I immediately saw this
Jesus
and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
God, it reminds me of the Red Letter Media Dick the Birthday Boy meme.
Oh, what's his name? The bear.
Yep, the bear.
Yeah, because they like bought all of them out.
What are you guys talking about?
The Chuck E. Cheese precursor. There was the other animal. The Showbiz Pizza Bear.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
So, wait, are you telling me Five Nights at Freddy's has, like, some reality to it?
Patrick, where have you been?
So here it is. This is, the guy in the t-shirt saying Dick the Birthday Boy
Jesus Christ!
Is one of the guys from Red Letter Media, the YouTube channel.
Yeah. Where have you been? I've been in Mississippi, man. I hate to break it to you, but we don't really get news down here. This is not a thing that happens.
The whole Five Nights at Freddy's thing was like, oh, what if there was an evil Chuck E. Cheese's?
I mean, I get that part, but I thought you were saying like there was a bear, like what the fuck is this outfit? I thought what you were saying was like the bear was like the precursor to Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh no, he was, because like he didn't like father him in the lore. I'm pretty sure. The company got bought out by somebody, or they rebranded.
He didn't.
Showbiz Pizza was bought out by somebody. That's not Chuck E. Cheese's father.
Yeah, but you just put it in my head that at some point in history, Chuck E. Cheese's was birthed.
Do you want my favorite bit of lore?
What's
in
that?
Bionicles, it is actual canon that a Bionicles parted the Red Sea.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah,
What the
Bionicles
fuck?
canon.
I think Avery told me about that. Yeah, that Moses was a Bionicle or something.
Yeah.
It's like
really weird.
That's like in JoJo where Jesus is a stand user. I'm sorry I'm not as caught up on...
Like, part of the life cycle. I don't know the Bionicle deep lore.
I'm sorry that I'm not as caught up on internet memes as you guys. Living in Mississippi, we didn't have internet until like 2 years ago, you know, so...
Well, I didn't mean memes. I thought you just didn't know, like, that Chuck E. Cheese was real. So like, oh, that's what Five Nights at Freddy's is based on? Like, yeah, they're real.
Yeah, I didn't know Chuck E. Cheese's existed at all.
You didn't miss much.
Somebody painted like a really pretty rabbit on mine. This is actually really nice looking. It's like a really cute looking rabbit. We've got somebody who's a furry drawing stuff.
It's a furry
terrifying.
This ought to be good.
It's just Mandalore. I actually got Mandalore's drawing.
Well,
What's
you
funny
can't see
Jackbox,
the first under the metal.
when like the actual artist joins, then like you start getting these really detailed animals. It's like, oh fuck, like there's a professional here. We've all lost.
Have you seen that that like I think it's like a 90s talk show or something where they have like they're selling art and it's this person who draws rats. It's like obviously a furry artist. They're drawing rats that are like in erotic positions and stuff. And they've got this on like television, basically, just selling it to old women at like 9 o'clock at night.
For half a second, I thought it was it a Ghibli person? It was someone like some famous anime somebody who died, and they found his like his stuff in his attic, and he had like drawn these like erotic rat pictures. like he was like a closeted furry or something before furries were really a thing.
Oh no!
I can't remember who it was.
Hold on.
But like they're like pretty drawings. Like wow, that guy's talented, but these are up in the attic.
So this guy's name was Biohazard, and he draws these like
God-given name.
Yeah, that's his real name. It's his God-given name. It's Biohazard E Cheese, and he draws these things that like get featured on all these television shows.
Why?
What the?
Why is this on TV? Why is that bit of art?
Of course, John Oliver's showing it.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many of these. Like he drew so many, and the reason John Oliver's talking about it, I think, is because he bought like a bunch of them, because he like collects them now or something.
Right. Is this now high art for the rich and wealthy?
So there's this like recording on YouTube of this late night show where they're like selling stuff. Here's a clip from it, like a literal clip from it, or not a clip, but just a picture, where you could like call in and you could buy this furry art, right? And,
Wow.
And he did this like every day for like I guess a couple of years. I don't know.
Oh wait. I vaguely remember a down the rabbit hole thing on this, I believe.
Maybe. They're all lost now, though, except for John Oliver has them.
Wait, can you take John Oliver back?
We don't want him back. You can keep him.
We don't want him here.
Oh god. Speaking of down the rabbit hole, I just love me some Frederick Knudsen. What a guy.
I've never met him.
Guy.
He keeps wanting me to play Barotrauma with him.
Oh,
But he plays it on US time zones at like 4 a.m. my time.
Barotrauma is a really fun game, though.
I
It's
just
really
bought
fun.
it. I've never played it.
It's Space Station 13 sort of submarine with your friends,
Oh, that sounds amazing.
including deep, deep clown lore.
I tried to get my wife to play it with me, and she was like, "No, I don't want to play that. That doesn't look fun." I was like, "All right, never mind then, I guess." But she wants to play some weird game called Obscure 2, which is like a multiplayer Silent Hill Resident Evil type thing.
Isn't Obscure the game with the killer plants?
I literally could not tell you. Hold on. Obscure Killer Plants. It probably is.
Oh, this one's hard.
It's gotta be the mouse.
Yeah, the mouse.
I
The
did go
mouse.
with the mouse.
It's the crack cocaine eyes.
That's how you know it's truly a Chuck E. Cheese property.
Have you guys seen the RimWorld 1.3 ideology launch?
Yes, I'm so excited, dude.
Well, it's fine. You can't play it at the moment because Steam scuffed the launch.
I know.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
Wait.
the DLC was
Today,
downloaded.
wasn't it? Or like,
Yeah,
yeah.
Wait, so did it come out and it just didn't launch?
it's out, but no one can download the actual DLC files.
Oh, damn. I was playing RimWorld last night, man. RimWorld is one of my favorite games. I'm a really old, like, played a lot of Dwarf Fortress in high school and middle school guy. So, I love RimWorld. Somebody in chat says it's working now, the RimWorld launch.
Well, that's
Nice.
good. Wasn't Dwarf Fortress supposed to get a Steam launch at some point? Like where they were having an official tile pack for it?
Yeah, yeah, it's meant to be happening. Yeah.
Okay, that is still going on. It's like, wow, an actual official tile pack. People will be so mad.
Yeah, people are gonna lose their minds. Ideology seems like such a big thing, though.
Halligan wrote some good slogans.
So with best artists, how? So bad.
you got best artist. Oh,
Millennium
dude,
Blind.
you did the best, Spiff, out of everybody.
Oh, look at that. The mouse.
Creepy mouse.
Let's see if we can get a full thing, or full group, I guess. Say Q, B. Come on, chat, get in video game. Play the video game.
Can we do the fighting one?
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. Hold on.
Just straight up merging stuff.
Wish I wasn't locked out of Twitter for sending suspicious Russian links to people asking for fucking mods.
Tell Shammy to send it out. Avery would do it. He'd do it. He's nice.
Hey Avery, can you tweet out this link for the stream that you're not on?
We can invite Avery. I could invite Avery.
What's he doing right now, actually?
I don't know. I've
Oh,
got
he's
him
on a
on.
voice channel with some people. Okay.
Yeah, I've got him on Discord. Hold on. Oh shit. Wanny's now just on screen. And
Stream
it's just
pause. Oh.
Hey. Okay. What the fuck? Oh, it's auto capturing. I get it. Let's just close that.
You're a VTuber now.
I am a VTuber now. I'm sorry.
I've got a VTuber rig coming very soon. Like,
Do you really?
Yeah, I thought I'd commissioned one like 6 months ago, and it's coming into reality soon.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I commissioned mine and it took like a month. But I love it though, man. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot more fun than it has any right to be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to show my face, but it is always useful when live streaming to actually have a way of expressing yourself beyond your voice.
Yeah. I'm really against showing my face on the internet. I feel like I'd just lose my job and that'd just be all there'd be to it.
Well, it's more like once you do it, there's no going back.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be recognized in the streets,
Oh my
going
God.
to the shops and all that. Like, it's happened twice,
Yeah.
I think. And one of the times I was collecting my mum from a train station, so like that's really too much for me.
Mandalore, tell them about the Best Buy issue that you had.
It wasn't really an issue, but yeah, I had a close call where I was checking stuff out at a Best Buy, and this was like probably 2 years ago now. And the guy at the counter started looking at me really suspiciously, and like he started chatting. He's like, "So, you ever like go on YouTube?"
Are you serious? Did he say that?
I had that when I was buying a mattress.
Yeah, it was something similar to that. It was like it was a wedge into it.
Mm. Mandalore, if I ever see you in real life, that's gonna be the first thing I say to you.
Well, I can't remember what like exactly it was because I was like, oh fuck, and I was just like panicking. It's like, oh no, he like this guy might know. Which is like in retrospect, it's like, oh whatever. I should have said yeah, but
I had a guy at work recently find out that I do YouTube.
How's that going?
I don't know what to say. He's probably aware now that I am streaming this live while he's at work, and I took off work to to do this. So he's probably like, that son of a bitch using personal leave to go and stream on the internet. You know, you gotta make your good decisions in life.
What's wrong with taking holidays? Everyone's allowed to take holidays.
It's true. I don't get that much holiday leave. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of
I
me.
am planning to take my first holiday, I think, in about 4 years next week. Or at least I was. But due to COVID going crazy again, I might not be.
Yeah, I was almost going to take a break last year, and then COVID happened, so...
You guys are fucking workhorses, though, dude. I don't know how you guys work so much.
What else should I do in my life? Play video games?
I guess. I don't know how you guys find time to both play video games and make videos, too. That drives me nuts.
I have a lot of editors now. So I have 2 editors, and I have 2 people who help me with script writing, and I have a kind of like producer / PA / manager, and that is the only reason I'm able to make videos.
You make a video every 2 days?
Pretty much every other day, yeah.
Yeah. I have no idea. Mandalore, what about you? How do you make videos?
It's just me, and I'm losing my mind.
Are you? Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
At least with like emails, I probably need to do something about it. At least have someone like manage like, hey, if there's like a duplicate like request for a game or something like that's already on the list, like I need to do something about that.
Just let me look over your emails, Mandalore. Let me be the guy who looks through your emails.
There's already so many from like people who are just like requesting stuff, but then they're being buried under these Lost Crusade advertisement offers.
I legitimately have no idea how you guys deal with that kind of stuff, since I've got less than 2K subscribers on YouTube. I get already a ton of emails about people asking me to cover stuff. So I have no idea how you guys handle it. You're fucking heroes in my book.
I know lots of YouTubers who sign off their accounts to like marketing agencies to manage, but I like having my email account because occasionally you get nice fan mail or questions and the like. But yeah, it is kind of reaching a point where it's 80% marketing spam, and there's only so much you can block it.
Yeah, they have so many like little shell companies, so many little new mails.
I got the. What did you guys get for your drawings to do?
We haven't gotten the stream back.
Wait, what? What?
Mandalore didn't join the game.
Did you really not?
It's because you didn't have the stream up on the Discord, so I joined via your stream.
Oh my god! Fuck me! You should have told me. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry.
I didn't know. I was like, oh, he's probably just getting it back ready.
No, I'm an idiot. Fine. Hold on.
It's fine. I can wait around.
No. That's so rude. I cannot do that to someone.
I can't believe you do that. Okay, right. That's it. I want a refund.
Okay.
Jeez.
You can find a refund on my PayPal. Okay, if Mandalore,
I can't be paid from PayPal. I'm banned. I need it in cash only.
That's the
make a new PayPal.
That's the problem.
I can't. My as soon as my passport gets put up as ID, my name gets banned because I have a very unique name.
What am I doing? What?
TQXP for the room code. I just assumed you changed your name to something silly. I don't know. I'm stupid. I was like, surely Mandalore's playing. He just changed his name to something silly and he's just playing.
Yeah, because I didn't know if I was like, oh, maybe one of these has like a delay on it or something.
No, I'm just stupid. You guys gotta realize how dumb I am, man. You gotta just remember to tell me not to be stupid. Okay. I would skip this, but I can't, as far as I know.
No, you gotta appreciate it.
Okay, I'll skip this. I'm not gonna appreciate a tutorial I've heard like 30 times, man. Oh, the champion of the bargain bin? I know exactly what I'm doing. Okay, let's see if I can draw this. Jesus, I'm a bad artist. Oh, Mandalore said what he's scared of. Spiff, what are you scared of? You have a phobia too?
Not really. I guess no. Coffee, maybe. I guess that's about it.
You fear coffee.
I fear its corrupting power.
He's English. We wouldn't understand. We're Americans. Everybody here drinks like 9 cups of coffee a day.
If I have coffee, that means things have gone wrong.
Really?
I rarely have coffee, yeah.
I drink tons of coffee, man.
I mean, yeah, that's like normal.
I try to keep up with YouTube stuff and like work a job at the same time. I drink so much coffee. Okay, that's the best drawing I could do.
It did okay. Wait, Britt, don't you have like an official tea now? You had like you had a deal with somebody. I remember seeing that somewhere.
So Yorkshire Tea printed a custom box of Yorkshire Tea, but instead of saying Yorkshire Tea, it says Spiffing Tea instead.
Oh.
And I've been harassing them for like the last year / 2 years to allow me to buy custom like branded boxes in bulk and give them to my fans, and we're like finally letting it happen. It's
my
happening.
God, that's so nice. I know things are a little more draconian here with our drink brands for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like, can you imagine getting Mandalore, Mandalore brand Coca-Cola?
Someone draw DSP? What was that?
It's the guy that you've got to make a champion to fight them.
Okay.
American drinks in general are kind of draconian, to be honest. Like
well, it's like I know someone who works for Coca-Cola, and like they're not allowed to actually be like drinking anything else. Like they can't drink. They can't drink. If like they're caught drinking a Pepsi product or something, they could get in trouble.
Is that real?
Yeah, I was shocked by that too. But it's like it probably would be meaningless, but. It's like, oh, if like someone, it's for PR reasons. Like if a higher up of Coke was seen drinking like I don't know, like a Mountain Dew or something, they could get in trouble.
Oh, I thought we were talking about...
they don't even drink their own product.
I thought we were talking about like some factory worker, you know, like.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying that like scales down to the factory people, basically.
Really?
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like
just
if you're seen on break at your factory. And you've got like a Pepsi instead of a Coke, it makes sense. But yeah, I'm trying to get a sponsored brand deal out of Yorkshire Tea as well, because I went to them with this idea of basically, I was going to buy a car anyway.
Oh my.
And so, and so I thought, okay, what if I get a Yorkshire Tea car? So I'm buying a Tesla and then wrapping the entire thing in Yorkshire Tea advertising for a couple of weeks, and then just like recording it. And be like, hey, you should pay me to buy this car as a company expense, and then let me drive it around as free advertisement for a while.
Let me be your mobile sponsor.
Okay, but you also know that people are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, you like the Spiffing Brit?" And then,
Exactly. Yeah. This is why I have to kind of like keep it under wraps. Luckily, I live in a tiny village in the middle of Oxfordshire, so I'm pretty good with the neighbours.
Okay.
I was about to say, like, it's a pretty rough time to be buying like a car right now, at least here.
Houses too, dude.
Used car prices are insane.
Yeah, I bought a house last October, and it's already up about 12% in price.
Jesus, are you serious? How much did you buy a house for?
I bought a house for 515,000, about 500k.
Then you could like sell it, and make $1 million, dude. Just flip the whole thing, make your first mil.
Yeah, I'll hold on to it for a few more years. That's how I'll make my first million.
Yeah, exactly.
Bad winning, yeah.
I bought a house for $115,000 in Mississippi, and it's like 3,000 square feet, right?
I just can't understand that houses can be that cheap.
I know.
That just doesn't exist in the UK.
It doesn't exist anywhere.
Well, yeah, house prices have gone up pretty bad the past while, but generally we have a lot of space.
In Mississippi, too, it's like you can get the most massive... I know people who have, like, mansions, and they only paid, like, $400,000 for their house.
My God. Like, you can occasionally find that in the middle of nowhere Scotland, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Middle of nowhere Mississippi. I guess that's generally what you'd consider middle of nowhere America too. Did you
utilities because they're so far out there?
Did you guys see that guy who's selling a house in like Idaho or something, and he was building his house into a castle, like a European castle?
Oh my God.
And
it just looks so out of place in America.
He was building his house into a castle. He got sick. He's not able to finish it or something. The entire inside, like, it's basically just walls that look like a castle walls, right? And then on the inside, it's like a giant car lot. Hey, look, Mandalore, it's Druids.
It's Druids.
It's your favorite.
No.
Champion of the bargain bin.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let me see if I can find a picture of that house.
They look very proper too.
You know how your brain just kind of turns to mush when you're streaming and trying to do like 3 things at once?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Streaming is so stressful. I can only stream for about 2 hours and then I stop. I just don't have the energy.
I just put in cattle house for sale, spelled S-A-I-L. Here it is. I found it.
Oh no. God damn it. I looked in the chat and I just saw all the erotic rat pictures he posted. It's like reading Total War feedback. I hate this so much.
This is it. This is actually it. Check this out. This is a house in Indiana where this guy is selling it. The entire inside of that structure, like the middle of it, is just a giant parking lot.
This actually looks terrible.
It looks awful. Yeah, and it's just in the middle of America.
Like, I could literally drive 2 minutes up the road and find a better looking castle than that.
Are you serious?
I've
never been to England. You could lie to me.
They're all over the place. They're everywhere.
Are they nice in England?
Oh, they're absolutely lovely. I'll send you a picture of one that's close to me.
Okay. I'm jealous. Oh, that is DSP. But it's DS Squee. A good video game versus DS Squee. Have either of you guys ever talked to DSP?
No.
I get the feeling he's probably like a nice dude if you just like talk to him or something.
I mean, I don't know if he really like reaches out to anybody.
Aw. I want to reach out to him.
Creators who like keep themselves close enough and off the grid almost. I mad respect to them really.
I mean, I don't reach out a whole ton. I don't think.
I'm gonna reach out to him, see if I can get him on the show, see if I can get him to come on and do an interview or something.
You might. I can't recall if he's ever been interviewed by anybody. Or he might have. I just haven't seen it. I don't know. I don't keep up with DSP that much.
I was gonna say, do you keep up with DSP? Oh my god. Is this literally right down the street from you?
Yeah, it's called Blenheim Palace. It's really nice. You can take your dogs on walks around there as well. It's
It's
great.
fucking beautiful,
nice.
man.
They have corgi meet once or twice a year, so I'm planning to take my corgi next year. It'll be great
Oh
fun.
my god.
Corgi meat.
I know. You have no idea how amazing corgis are. They're so much fun. I love them.
You always post pictures of your corgis. I have Pekingeses. I've always raised Pekingeses, which are like the dumb, stupid version of corgis. I don't know if you're aware of what a Pekingese is.
I am vaguely. Today, actually, I went to go see another dog that we're thinking of getting, which is probably the weirdest dog in the universe. It's called a Borzoi. It's like a womble. If someone turned a womble into a greyhound.
How do you spell that?
Oh, the
Bolzer?
riddle dogs.
Borzoi.
Yeah, they look like dogs who speak in riddles. They creep me
Jesus
the fuck
Christ, that's scary as hell.
They're beautiful, and they are the fluffiest dog in the universe. Their thing is just so soft, amazing.
Do they live a
out.
long
That is
time?
a dog that speaks in riddles.
Yeah, like 16 years, which is
I
quite good
know-
for a hound.
I know greyhounds don't live very often, or very long, very often.
No, they don't live very often. Rare.
Very
species.
rare species to be alive. I don't know what to draw for this. I guess just
Majestic.
Oh man, I really wish I was a better artist. My wife's such a good artist. I suck at it. I gotta like get her to teach me or something. Mandalore, why don't you get like a VTube avatar? You could you've already got like all the makings of it. You've already got the knight and everything.
But like, what face does a knight make?
People have drawn you making several faces. You can make it work.
But it'd have to be like animated eyes if I did.
Yeah, of course. You can do that.
I'm trying to think of like practical. Maybe fine to have like sweating.
I mean, I was gonna say mine doesn't really have like extremely wacky eyes either.
I went for refined English gentleman holding a corgi under his arm.
What? There's no tea? He's not holding tea?
He is also holding tea in the oven. Yeah, you're right.
Good.
Oh, my layers are all fucked up. No,
It's over for you, Mandalore.
it is. I couldn't finish my Bartleby.
Excuse me, you're what?
Never mind, it's fine.
Okay.
Trapaholics.
Jesus Christ, that scares the shit out of me every time. I gotta stop wearing headphones when I stream. I don't know if you guys can hear that on Discord. Probably not. It's just the alert box screaming at me. There we go. Somebody donated and said, "Don't worry, Mandalore, I'll never draw you with weird faces." Somebody called First Recon Lilith? Lilith?
Oh well, yeah, that makes sense.
Have you ever had furry art done of you,
professional artist.
Mandalore?
I have.
Ever had what?
Oh, furry art. I'd like to see this Mandalore furry art because I've seen furry art of myself, but I always wonder.
I think I've saved every piece of art I've gotten.
You sent me quite a
somewhere.
few. So I know
Oh,
you
wait, we're
got
asking
a
for
good bit.
reference stuff. That's right.
Yeah, I had to have stuff to put in the interview, just to fill up the void that was that interview video, because I hadn't got enough art yet.
Yeah, the thing with furry art is it's like people will send it. It's like, oh, that's really nice, but it's like at the same time, if I have to be careful because I might be encouraging this. But it's a problem because what's funny is like Avery knows like a bunch of like super high up there furry artists.
I'm
Like
jealous.
people will pay them tons and tons of money for their commissions of their original little characters or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the second they find out, like, oh, you're not a furry, I'm drawing you a fursona.
Jesus. Okay.
That'll show you.
Is that what you got, Mandalore? You got a persona?
No, it's just like when furry, at least them, it's like if they find out you're not a furry, it's like just like to make you uncomfortable, they'll start like drawing you as a furry.
I don't know what my avatar counts as. We originally started calling it a skin sona because the guy who drew it was a furry artist. Like
It's a,
Oh my
I mean,
God.
it's not like a dragon, so it's not a scaly, but
yeah,
it's a smoothie or a slimy.
yeah, a smoothie or a slimy. The whole idea was that it was just like disgusting skin, I guess. I don't know what the idea behind the character was.
I feel like they draw Brit as either a corgi or like a cat. Like some kind of
Let me
cat.
I feel like
let
I've
me see
seen.
if I can find furry out of myself.
I feel like I've seen Brit as like a fox. Ah, the virgin on the endangered species list. It makes so much sense.
Shit, I didn't.
Nothing can stop these two. Here's our
Endangered
next
species.
I didn't even think about
matchup. Who is
posting this on Reddit. Should I post this on Reddit?
words?
Post what?
The stream on
dog?
Reddit.
Here we
No, just the stream in general. Oh,
you
I
have,
like
like-
Mr. Doom.
A subreddit place?
I was thinking, like, is there a subreddit that I should post it on?
after this.
Not really. Like self promo on Reddit does insanely poorly. There's
Okay.
like 5 channels that it works for, and that's about it.
You guys would know more than me. I know, like, nothing about
I
horror stuff.
don't use Reddit, so I have no clue how.
I live to grind everything in the universe and dominate it.
Oh, it's too close to call.
What Reddit does? Is that what you're saying?
No, that is my existence, to
Oh,
take
well.
control of every media platform.
Thank you, Mr. Disney. I like your goblin, Mandalore.
He's quite cute.
He is.
Wish I had time to finish it.
It's time for our next
He's not finished? He looks finished.
It looks a bit like aggressive Dobby.
Lowry drawn from memory. Ah,
God damn, that's perfect.
it is. It's so good.
I was talking about
Champion
Harry
jerk.
Potter the other day with somebody, and I don't know how it came up, but like, Dobby is like a counselor.
test could swing things.
What?
The champion
Like, you know how in Harry Potter, like all the not the goblins, all the house elves are slaves.
Yeah.
the player
I thought, oh, if they had like those terrible instructional like orientation videos, they'd probably use like house elves for those.
Absolutely, they would.
You know,
They
like
use-
just protect yourself from workplace harassment, like Dobby teaches you in the video.
He just
Dobby says no, sir.
no sexual harassment in the workplace, Mr. Potter.
effort.
Don't take your sock off in front of Dobby.
Don't drag ladders when going down the aisles. That's the big
somebody-
retail one, is dragging ladders.
It's a forfeit.
Wait,
which is,
dragging ladders? Is that a real thing?
Yeah. Well, I worked in a hardware store. Yeah, it's when you have like a
And the cheese.
It just, instead of like when they have those big rolling ladders like to stock upper shelves,
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, make sure you like do all this shit where you like pack it back up so it's mobile and then move it 3 inches. Dragging a ladder is when you just scoot it across the floor instead of putting it in mobile mode.
I'm always worried when I go to like one of those hardware places that I'm gonna get run over by a fucking by like a forklift or something.
It's the clash of the titans.
I feel like people I know who drive forklifts are the type of dudes who just like dropped out of college, and I'm always worried.
No, I mean, I had to get certified for one when I worked at a place, but
I don't know if
There
that's a
were
Mississippi
some-
thing.
no, I mean, it depends, but forklift, I saw more like customers having issues knowing where to use forklifts compared to forklifts ever hitting anybody. Like, load up my Prius with 800 pounds of tile with the forklift.
Jesus.
This will pop your tires. please sign this form saying I'm aware this will instantly pop my tires.
Up next.
Did that happen? Did that specific scenario happen?
Yeah, that was one. There was this lady, and she got hundreds and hundreds of pounds of tile, and she had her Prius, and she wants to load it into the back of it.
Jesus.
Or it's like, this will pop your tires. Like, you have to sign this form that says you're aware. And then as we started lowering it into her car, we heard the chassis crunching, and we heard it was about to happen. She screamed, "Stop! Stop! Stop!" And she went, "Maybe I should have my husband bring his truck."
Yeah, maybe. Spiff, what did you do before you were a YouTuber and before Yogscast and stuff? Did you work retail and stuff?
Economics. Yeah, I did economics. That's about as detailed as I could go into it.
Jesus. Okay.
I mean, I worked I guess treasury type of job, which was boring-ish.
I currently do like what's the word? It's not that's not what we call it at my place, but I think other places call it accounts payable and receivable.
I'm not sure what that is.
It's like if you're paying a bill, or if you're like if somebody's paying you, or if you're paying somebody else, and you handle like all the checks and all the accounting.
Oh,
all
gotcha.
that.
Gotcha.
So that's basically what I do. Is just take care of that. I'm technically an executive assistant, and I just take care of a government official and make sure that his entire body doesn't give out at any given moment.
Out the popcorn. This is a good battle.
That's one of those things where I'm always...
Sorry, I never actually worked like a standard retail job.
Never? You've never worked a single retail job?
Nope.
Lucky
Which is a
son of
surprise,
bitch.
considering that I don't even come from like a middle class background. Which is like, that's the standard thing in the UK. Like, you're upper middle class, you just bypass retail job, you get a job at your like, I don't know, parents' accountancy firm or like engineering facility, and then bam, set for life.
Really?
That's you know, the British pathway to success.
Did
At
you...
least here, it would be nice if there was like a mandatory year where you had to serve either like retail or work in food service. Like,
It's like national service, but
yeah, exactly.
teaching you to not be a dick to like waiters and the like.
Yeah,
that
like,
would be good.
like I don't fucking trust anybody who like tries to dab on their waiter, especially if they're doing it to like try and impress their friends. It's like,
You don't-
holy fuck, you don't know what it's like.
You luckily don't really see it that much in the UK. Like, I hear about it being a huge problem in the US, but I've only seen it happen, I think, twice.
Yeah.
Like, people actually getting like frustrated at the waiters. Like, in the UK, you just suck up and take whatever food you're given. Really, like, it could literally be the worst thing in the universe, and you're going to go, yes, fantastic, and then you're going to leave and then slag it off on TripAdvisor.
That makes me want to go to fucking Europe, dude. That really just makes me want to go to the UK and Europe, if that's the way it is. That's the exact opposite here. In Mississippi, everyone is rude to waiters. Everyone is rude to, like, staff in general. Like, if that's the type of thing that you want to call it. If somebody works like a job that's, I don't know, like a minimum wage job, then they're just gonna get treated like shit here in Mississippi.
Jesus, it's not that bad here, but yeah, it's like you'll see some shit.
I met, I literally met my wife through, treating her like shit when she was a waitress.
What the fuck?
Is literally how we met. I'm better at it now, but at the time, I didn't know. I didn't know, and I just kind of like took it for granted and just did whatever my parents did, and I didn't tip her, and then I asked her for some money back, right, on like my bill, and it was just like a couple of cents, and so she had to go to the back, get in a safe, get the money, bring it back to me, and then I was like, oh, you know, it's only a couple of cents, why don't you keep it? And she was like, no, fucker, I went to go get in the safe for this for you. Like, you were gonna keep this, like, 37 cents. And then I was like, huh, I never thought about how much work that actually is, and how rude that is.
Christ.
And then I hit her up on Facebook, which is how all good relationships happen.
What the fuck?
Wait, like she gave you your name and then you like What the fuck?
So
Hello, this is my name. I'll be your waitress this evening. Let me just quickly check
I
your
can't believe it
Facebook.
ended with marriage, not a restraining order.
what?
It's 19.
How did that
It
end
was.
with
She
marriage?
said it was 19 cents. It was
Jesus
specifically.
Christ!
I made her go get 19 cents out of the safe.
I can't believe that she followed through with that.
So I went to band practice later that night because I was in a band at the time, and I was like, that girl was really hot. So
Oh, I made jump through fucking hoops to get
yeah.
my sense.
So I was like, oh, that girl was really hot. Who is that? I remember her name because she has a very her name is Kira. Like, it's a very specific name, right? And I was like, oh, Death Note, haha. And so I looked her up on Facebook.
I hope that's what you opened with. Like, haha, is your name a Death Note reference?
Mandalore. Listen.
No, you didn't!
Listen, it was a different time.
Hey, remember that asshole who was being shitty to me in the restaurant? Yeah, I mean, it asked if my name was an anime reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, did your parents name you after an anime?
Oh my god.
She's like your age, Spiff. So she's like, actually, she's like, let me see. I think she's your age. You're like
That's
7 years older than me, I think. Something like that.
How old do you think I am?
I thought you were like, you're like 33, 34?
Canonically, I am about 576.
Okay.
And then online, I go off of my Wii Fit age, which is 57.
Okay, that's good. That's okay. I go by the age of my lungs, which is like, 83, 82.
It's how you get those early, like, free bus passes in the UK. You go by your Wii Fit age.
So realistically, I'm sorry. I opened with the anime joke, and she has a tattoo of a chocobo on her leg, and I was like, oh, a chocobo, and she has pyramid head on the other leg, so I was like, this girl's really cool. and then I didn't tip her anything.
Jesus Christ!
I left.
Asshole.
And
This
then,
is like I think the tipping system's the reason it's so shitty here.
yeah,
People are like,
Yeah.
I have power over your pay.
yeah.
And if I'm not treated like God himself, you won't get your 15%.
It wasn't that. I had never known anything about tipping. My parents never tipped anyone. I had never worked as a waiter. I didn't know how much waiters made at the time. I thought like they just make normal money, right? So like I don't see the point in tipping.
I don't get the whole tipping thing, 'cause in the UK, like, you don't tip very often, and when you do, it's often a service tax, right? So
Yeah.
they just have,
Yeah.
like, 10% onto your bill at the end, and it's like, okay, cool, that's fine.
They call that gratuity here.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
found that growing up because it's like, oh, there's a minimum wage, and it's like, oh no, there's this technicality where if you work food service, actually you can be paid like $2 an hour because of tips or something.
It's,
Yeah.
it's
That's
like,
not minimum wage. It doesn't make sense.
yeah, it's so dumb. Like, just pay your people an actual salary so they don't have to worry about actually feeding themselves.
You guys want to
And
hear the
then
cringiest
let them
part
enjoy
though?
bonuses.
The cringiest part of this whole thing was I contacted her on Facebook, right? And then she ignored me, like, for,
Oh, no.
for like
I mean,
days.
I don't blame her. I don't
She-
blame her in the
She ignored
slightest.
me for days, completely, and because she didn't know who I was. And
Oh, remember me? I'm the guy from the restaurant.
shut up, Mandalore. I had to introduce myself some way that I knew she'd remember me.
If you put all that effort in for 17 cents, wait until I give you $1.
Wait until
Oh
I
my
just.
god.
I should have said
Pretty
something
good.
like, "Wait until I give you a tip." Don't worry, girl. I'll give you a tip. What? Oh yeah, she was working 2 jobs at the time, so it
Oh
was
my
really cool.
God.
But yeah, she ignored me for forever, and then I think she only replied to me because she thought I was hot. I think it's the only reason she ever replied to me, and then I apologized about the tipping thing because I didn't understand, and I'm a stupid.
Nightmares on nightmares.
Yeah. Hey man, in Mississippi you get what you can get, you know? You can't, like, sometimes you gotta date that guy who didn't tip you.
That's fair.
Dobby's used sock versus Dobby's solid sock. A sock, sir. Dobby gives. Shit, I almost said Dobby gives.
I guess it's even worse considering that a sock is what, a sign of liberty and freedom in the Harry Potter universe.
I was gonna say
this
Dobby
is like
gives
their
Harry Potter a sock.
citizenship pass.
Come on, man. You never had a little bit of fun with your ID?
Big victory.
Oh god, I love the sock. That was
Up
good.
next.
Can't believe my used sock got destroyed. I was like, oh, a Dobby sock. I'll make a disgusting used sock.
The champion of
The Druids are back.
Origins.
Oh,
my
again, from Mysterious Origins. That druid's gonna be like, that's gonna be Mandalore's drawing. I just know it.
No, it's
It's gonna be the one you couldn't finish.
every day I wake up and I'm terrified that THQ Nordic is gonna try and re-release it.
They're gonna remake it after that video you made, man. I'm not even
Well,
joking.
apparently, like I was like, oh, haha, I'll be like $1. Apparently, that sold much higher than people were expecting.
What do you mean?
Like
The
people,
GOG kickback link I've actually did quite well off of that.
it did okay, but like I guess over time it gave the game like a tail, because I was talking to people there and like, oh yeah, it's like it's still selling. It's like it's outselling good adventure games.
Jesus.
And THQ Nordic's kind of looking at IPs to like kind of bring back up. I'm just
I
like,
mean,
oh god, please. Oh no.
THQ at this point owns so many different IPs and like dev studios, they could just do whatever they like.
Yeah. Like if it goes green, sure.
Do the people who own Druids, like, are they still the same people that made it originally?
Oh no, they were. Most of them work for Deck 13 now. They make the Surge and Lords of the Fallen.
Really? So that's what's wrong with Surge.
It could be.
I only know of the Surge from playing it a little bit at a friend's house, and I hated it. I don't know.
Apparently Surge 2 is pretty good, but Surge 1 is like fucked up.
I didn't even know they made a second one. I gotta admit.
I don't know if they're doing like another of those type of games, but they're trying.
Has there been a single good, like, Souls-like game that's come out like that, where you were like, okay, this is, like, they've improved on, like, on the template, you know, that they used?
Neo 2?
Was Neo 2 that good?
I mean, if we're looking at the whole Souls series.
I never played Neo 2. I heard it was more like Ninja Gaiden, wasn't it?
The like 3D Ninja Gaiden games?
Yeah. And aren't the people who made Neo making the new Final Fantasy You Gotta Kill Chaos simulator?
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to buying that day one.
I hate that I am too.
I don't know a thing about Final Fantasy, but hearing that man say he wants to kill Chaos 9 times.
It really worked. It worked.
I'm here to kill chaos.
Chaos.
Like, I swear to God, I've been saying this since that happened. That was a marketing ploy. Like,
no, that's marketing being insane, which is high hopes for the game. Like his lines when he executes people. You're dust.
I was like,
you're worthless.
This is my wife talking to me. I honestly thought that was like a marketing ploy, right? Like I was like, oh, they made it that crazy because they knew people would talk about it.
I don't think they're self-aware enough for that. I just love that he looks like a guy who just like got done shopping at American Eagle with his wife and just picked up a sword and said, "I'm going to kill chaos."
I swear to God, it's going to be one of those like he's from the real world things. Their names are too normal. Like their names are like Alex.
Of that.
I swear
one was it's like an isekai or something where he's like he owned a ramen shop. And then a rival ramen shop called Chaosu opened up next door.
That's I really hope that's the actual plot, and that's why he hates chaos so much. The
It won't be, but I can dream.
Gotta name my thing. Like I don't really care because it looks like it's gonna play all right. Like I'll play a game that looks garbage if it looks like it's gonna play okay. Like I don't know. I'll do a video on it. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I've got a game for you which is really cheap and really, really goddamn fun. It's Snake RX.
Snake RX.
It is a roguelike dungeon crawler snake game.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, you are playing Snake, and the parts of your snake are made up of like the different heroes, and you put them all together, and then you're literally playing Snake.
I'm 100% playing this.
I
This
was
looks
about to
fun.
say reviews overwhelmingly positive.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
a really, really, really good fun. And yeah, it's only like $2.
But yeah, it's $3. That's a
Hey,
no-brainer.
excuse me while I buy this real quick.
20-second warning.
This looks
I've
really
been playing it so much over the last few days. It is really fun.
Snake RX. Is it multiplayer?
No, it's just solo.
I was about to say I need to get my wife to play this.
Yeah, I gave it to like my fiance, and she just fell in love with it.
Did she?
Yep.
It looks like something you could play on a mobile platform too.
Yeah, I think it would be like quite good for like the Switch and all that, because you're literally just there's like two aspects of the game. It's like designing and building your party, also known as your snake, and then it's moving the snake around the level whilst they fight.
Forfeit.
So, what are you guys betting on for the Final Fantasy Gotta Kill Chaos? Are you thinking it's a literal like imagining of Final Fantasy 1?
The thing is, like,
Things off with our
I played some Final Fantasy VII back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
but I think some 8, but I knew very little about it continuing until about until a few years ago. I thought they were all direct sequels and not like anthology games.
Jesus
Whenever I saw
Christ, Mandalore.
Whenever I saw trailers, I was very, very confused on what the fuck was happening in the
This
plot.
is like me and the Chuck E. Cheese thing, man. How did you not know that?
Because I hadn't really played them. I was like, oh, I saw trailers for like 13 and went, oh, they have like guns and robots now? That's kind of weird. Like, whenever a new one came out, I just go, what the fuck is happening in that plot? Like,
Is
what is
there-
that setting?
Is there a game setting that is that absolute chaos?
Like, if I don't think there could be, but I might buy Stranger of Paradise just to watch a guy in his jeans kicking the shit out of fantasy creatures. It might be a fun perspective to have on it if it's like I know very little about Final Fantasy. I just
Absolutely.
wouldn't play this as is.
Absolutely. If it is a remake of 1, like I think it is, then absolutely. You have to play that and do a video on it, dude.
I
And
might.
just say I don't know anything about Final Fantasy. This is my interpretation of what's going on.
I almost tried the 14 game of like a year or so ago, and I realized that this would be a pretty big time sink. So maybe I should wait on that.
How are you gonna make videos and play an MMO?
Basically, yeah.
Pro Jared did that, and I have no idea how he did it. I have no idea. He plays an MMO. He plays Final Fantasy 14, and he makes videos as
I
often as he
play
does.
Black Desert Online quite a lot, but I'd mostly just trade, like which is pretty much AFK.
Oh, you're the economical player.
Yeah, one of the highest ranked EU traders.
Are you really? And you just sit there AFK?
Yeah, just sit there like moving from point A to point B, enjoying the environments, riding a horse and cart. It's quite therapeutic.
Champion of targets for the revolution.
Targets for the revolution?
Decision time.
Honestly, a British battleship is
Yeah, it
perfect
feels like
for
British
targets for the
Battleship is pretty high up there.
Yeah. Is that
I'm waiting
story
on what's that one game called? Ashes of Creation. I'm looking forward to that.
Ashes of Creation?
They're trying to make it like an Eve type of game, but also like
Yeah.
similar to Arcade, but without a lot of the bad shit Arcade has.
I do know what this is.
Casual.
I was actually sitting there watching a trailer for this, and I thought to myself for a second, I can't play this. I'm just going to ruin my own life.
Well, the second I saw they had like trading like caravans or something that you need to like pay to have protected or raid them, I went, oh, this could be really fun.
Yeah, but aren't you worried about that kind of stuff? You just lose your entire life doing like something like that. I really do worry about that. I could just get actually addicted to an MMO and just
Yeah.
Never make another video.
Legitimately, Archage was such a unique and fun MMO when it came out.
And then labor.
Yeah, and then the labor mechanic.
Oh, nurture. Definitely Dobby's suck.
Jesus.
Dobby needs nurture, sir.
I do like
Hit
the
him,
vampire
hit
unit
him with
more.
the sock.
Now that there is teamwork.
What a fucked setting. The last time I watched the Harry Potter, me and some friends had like a counter of what or was not. I can't speak English. What was or what was not a slave. And I think the slave counter got up to like 45 or something.
Oh my god. What?
Well, because it's like they have like all these sentient little things in Harry Potter that they just don't think about like being human beings.
Like the paintings and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Up next.
Or like, oh, I'm gonna enchant this little thing, and like the butter will run across the table to go on your toast.
I have
And
actually thought about that before, of like how the, you know what, I shouldn't say that like, oh, it's something no one's ever thought about, but I do think about like the random stuff in Harry Potter and how it's hell being that stuff sometimes. Like, I would not, if I die, don't put me in a painting, dude.
Your life is a magic chair that runs up and allow you catch people before they sit.
Please, just let me go. Just let me go. Their only crime was loving too much. The Druids. Is that right, Mandalore?
Yes, baby.
They're pretty fucking violent, yeah. The Druids are really violent.
I can't... How long did it take you to play through that? Like, how long is that game, realistically?
The thing with adventure games is that the first time you play them, they can take, like, 20 hours. I think the first time through, and when I was doing it on stream with Avery, was probably, like, I don't know, combined over 12 hours for sure.
Wait, the first time you played that game was on stream?
Yeah. Avery and I got really, really drunk, and, like, we got stuck. We got stuck at a part.
Is this
And
something I
Joseph-
can watch?
Yeah, it's still up somewhere, so I'm at the bottom of it. And like Joseph Anderson joined for a little bit. And
I'm gonna
was, like,
do some new players.
So, what's the word? Designated driver help us.
Oh, I see. I see.
It was like, you guys are too, like, let me try and help you get, like, let me give you a hint. And then he didn't know what the fuck was going on. He just gave up. We had like,
oh my god, I found a stream VOD which is Mystery of the Druids 80% speedrun.
Oh yeah. When it was done, I looked at speedrun.com and it had no entry for it. So I said, okay, this is the speedrun now, and I put it up there.
Nice.
And of course, someone crushed it within like a day, of course.
Of course. You can't put anything up on... do you guys, either of you, actually speedrun anything? By the way, I started a new group so that I could, so that more, like, people in the chat could get in the game.
Yeah, room code.
It is RYDC. Did I close the screen? I did. You guys, you really gotta make sure that I'm not an idiot.
It's fine.
I feel like such a jackass. How long has that been down?
A while. I just started using the Twitch one.
Yeah, I've just been using the Twitch one too.
Oh, God. I could have been... Well, I'm ruining this. My first time having Mr. Spiff on, and I'm ruining it. I'm just crashing this stream right into a wall.
Yeah, I don't really do speedruns. Because the issue is I exploit too much, so it doesn't. Most speedruns don't really accept exploits, and also I prefer world records. Like we set the world record for player cap in PlanetSide 2 last year, and we're going to do it again this year, I think.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude, can I get in on that?
Sure, yeah. Like,
I love PlanetSide.
Any creators are welcome. You just rock up and join the Zerg swarm, really.
Nice. Okay. Get me any info on that you can, and I'll get in on that. I'll get everybody from my Discord to come and join.
It's good fun. Yeah, like so the official record was, I think, 1,300, and we put it to about 1,600. But the issue is we didn't give the PlanetSide devs any warning, and we also didn't register it with the Guinness World Record people.
So it destroyed it.
Yeah, so it wasn't official, so that's why we have to kind of redo it this year, but actually, get the devs to approve it, so that a Guinness World Record person can adjudicate it by looking at the server backend.
Did the whole thing crash?
Almost. Like it actually I think it did crash once, but yeah, when there was like about 1,000 people in the exact same like region all fighting at the same time, you'd like kill someone and then they take 30 seconds to die, and
Yeah.
like you'd be dead, but you'd still be running around the map because the game just was so delayed.
Out of Planet Side, out of all games, I cannot believe like is still going, because that has to take so much server space, and just I don't know, that the
Well, as
game
long
looks
as
like it'd be a
they'll
huge
keep it
hassle.
going.
What?
As long as it's like making money, they'll keep it going.
Is it
I
still
mean,
making money?
yeah,
Yeah.
they tried to do the possibly the world's shortest lived battle royale game.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Inside Arena was, I think it lasted, was it a week? It was under a month for sure. But they tried to make it like a battle royale, and it had single digit players within about a week, and they just shut it down.
Okay. Yeah,
It's like, no, just keep improving your main game. Don't do that. Daybreak, or whoever owned it then, probably Daybreak.
who owns it now? Is it
I think it's
Sony?
Daybreak. No, Sony used to own it.
Sony used to own it. Okay. Did they just sell it? What? Why do they not own it anymore?
I think they're still the publishers, right?
No, I think they cut it off completely. Or like Sony Online became Daybreak.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
So if I pay for PlayStation Plus, can I get a subscription to Daybreak as well? How do you even draw?
They're making like EverQuest.
Wait, are you also drawing Mandalore? I am also drawing Mandalore. Oh my goodness.
Why? I hope it's not the Afterlife one.
Everybody's just drawing you, Mandalore.
Well, for the world record thing, it's more like I'd be streaming some terrible game. And I go, I bet no one speedran this. And I'll look at speedrun.com and I'll go, okay, this is now my official speedrun submission, because someone out there will then suffer through it to get the real speedrun.
It's true that people on speedrun.net are insane, dude. That's just, I don't know how they do that stuff. I'm part of
it's a terrifying like prospect to me.
Really?
Like,
I'm part of a Metal Gear Solid 3 speedrunning community thing.
Yeah, I'm part of an open TTD speedrunning community thing. I'm the only member, but you know, it's pretty elite group.
I think it's just like, I think I'd go crazy from it. Like when you see someone who finally pulls off a world record, it's like, whoa, that's cool. But it's like it took them 2 years of like doing the same thing over and over again for hours per day.
Do you guys watch Summoning Salt?
By the time they do it, they just kind of like look dead and defeated on the inside. Like, they don't celebrate.
It's like, oh, thank God, I've shaved 4 seconds off the Chicken Little, the official video game speedrun time.
I thought you were gonna say, oh God, thank God I've shaved. Like they just haven't shaved this whole time.
No, one of Avery's friends is like an actual speedrunner for the Chicken Little official video game like speedrun category.
Really?
Somehow
it's a real thing.
It's semi-competitive apparently. There's a few people who are like tugging for it.
For Chicken Little. Help.
Yeah, and it's a bad game. Like to no surprise. But like there's not a lot of speedrunning tech, I don't think.
So anybody can do it basically.
I think so.
I speedrun Metal Gear Solid 3. I got to where I can do it in 3 hours, but that's the best I can do basically on any game.
That's pretty good though.
Yeah, I mean, the people on speedrun.net can do it in like an hour, and no, one guy can do it in like 52 minutes. And I'm just like, dude, I give up. I'm not gonna try to do that.
Running FOBs in Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh, I bet. Did you play that game?
For an embarrassing while, I was in the top 40 worldwide for FOB, like the score thingy before hackers took over it.
Jesus.
There were a lot of Japanese names. I played a fuck ton of that, so I had fun with it. But then hackers came in, and then the mother base coin stuff got out of control, and that was enough of that.
Did I tell you guys that I met the #1 League of Legends player in the world at one point?
Oh shit.
And so I met them, like, at the time, they were the #1 League of Legends player or something. If they weren't the #1, then it was, like, top 3. Like, it was like, a very important thing. And, I met them at a con, because I went into somebody else's room for, like, a room party. I'm sure you guys know what those are. And we went in there, and there's this very, very beautiful man dressed in a dress, and he's got on like a wig, and I mean, he's legitimately beautiful. He was actually like very pretty, and I was just like, oh, who's that? And then I started talking to them, and my friend introduced me to them, and then I found out they were in like the top 3 players in League of Legends. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, I found this out after I left, right? Like, I went back to Mississippi. I had gone all the way to Portland to go to this con. I came back, and I was like, who is that beautiful boy? And they were like, oh, yeah, that's Matthew or whatever. He's like the top 3 in all of League of Legends. So he was like, it was his party in his room at the hotel. And I was like,
see, I wouldn't expect that for, like, top League of Legends player. I'd expect, like, oh, I saw this crowd of, like, 8 men in white suits with large syringes, and they had like this guy in a Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
Like, had like this dolly for him.
I didn't expect a beautiful crossdresser, man. That was the last thing I expected. He was just straight up a trap. Like, he just looked like a woman. He was very pretty.
Do any of you guys follow competitive esports?
I CS:GO. That's it.
Oh, you follow CS esports? Oh
yeah.
my goodness! What do you think of Cologne? It was amazing.
It was. I have an embarrassing amount of hours in CS esport, not in CS esports, in just CS:GO.
Have you ever been to one of the majors?
No, I want to so bad, but I can't afford to get out of Mississippi, man.
I'm
if I'm
planning
being
on
honest.
getting a box at Cologne in 2022.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm jealous.
Like, even if you don't enjoy CS:GO or esports, it is just an amazing experience to go to Cologne.
Absolutely, dude. But I can't afford to get out of Mississippi. I'm afraid I can't go to anything like that. I went to Portland that one time, and it took all my money that I had.
And your will to live.
Yeah. Well, no, it definitely gave me more will to live to get out of Mississippi. You know what? God, I hate it here.
Have you considered following the American advice and just doing more jobs at the same time? Like, you've got YouTube and one job. Have you considered YouTube and like 2 or 3 jobs?
I'm trying to come up with a snappy comeback to that, but it's more depressing if is it more depressing and just better if I just say, yeah, I've thought about it?
It's like, yeah, got an OnlyFans launching next week.
Yeah.
Right.
I've honestly
thought another job, but it's just more clinical paperwork type stuff, so it's not like I have to go and drive to work somewhere.
Wait, you have another job, Mandalore?
Yeah, I left one of my jobs before.
Well,
before
see,
YouTube.
he is truly an American. He had 2 jobs at some point, and then he started a YouTube channel, and he got to quit one of his jobs. So you're right, Spiff.
It was like contract, like I could pick things up and put them down, so it's like I don't need to. I can make work harder if I want to, which is nice.
Are you working like full time?
Not right now. Like with Corona things going.
Would you even want to work full time though? Because like this is the thing. I'm of the opinion that anyone could be a YouTuber, but not everyone should be a YouTuber full time because of the mental health.
I kind of agree with that. It's like it's certainly a different kind of like work stress, I guess, because it is nice like working a normal job when you're like, oh, work is done. I can go home and relax. But it's like, oh, with YouTube, it's like, oh, fuck, like, I'm sitting here, but I could be working on da-da-da-da.
And also with, like, a real-world job, if you say, I don't know, work for McDonald's, let's say McDonald's share price is down 5% because they're down, like, 20% customer intake. That doesn't bother you. You get paid.
Yeah, you're paid stable.
Yeah, when that happens on YouTube, it's like, oh God, right, okay, need to start panicking.
I don't even know what to say. I don't make any money off of YouTube. I don't even know why I'm doing this.
I can. There's a few ways to cheese making money on YouTube.
Yeah, but
we found one recently because I wanted to try and work out where my most like money making video was. My most money
Right.
making video, and then we discovered that YouTube Premium payouts are completely broken, and you can just farm them. So that's why I'm going to be live streaming more often.
I bet.
It's great. 11 out of 10.
I currently don't make any money off of YouTube really, except for I make like a little bit of money on Patreon. I make like $15 a video, and that just pays for the thumbnail, you know. So, Mandalore 1.3 hour video, champion of putting you to sleep. That's
I mean, I unironically whip them out for my fiance when she's struggling to sleep.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of times we've listened to Mystery of the Druids and
The funniest thing with that one is people go like, I like to sleep for this video, but then the guy getting cut apart and eaten starts screaming.
You fucker.
Yeah,
That's real.
so.
That's real. That has
So
happened to
funny.
me.
Here are the scores.
What is the longest video? Is it the Druid one or is it? No, it must be Warhammer.
It's got to be Warhammer.
Yeah, Warhammer was long.
There was a longer cut of that video that I trimmed down.
Really?
I know some people like to do like the 3-hour analysis video. There's
Frederick
a roughly
Knudsen.
Yeah, which is fine if it's an interesting ongoing thing. With that, I was like, man, like I don't want someone watching this for 2 hours or something. So I cut down about 20-ish minutes of it.
Jesus, what did you cut out?
More stuff about the about DLC factions basically that were more like fleshed out. But I was like, oh god, if I do this, people will be like, this section on fucking dark elves will be longer and that kind of thing. But there's like the skeleton. I don't know if I have the files for it still, but there's like the skeleton of a slightly longer video there.
I thought that I thought you were gonna say like, oh, I cut out a whole bunch of lore and stuff.
I might as no, nothing like that.
Spiff, after this game, do you wanna call it quits? I know you said you don't like to do stuff for more than like 2 hours because it's exhausting.
I mean, I can do more than 2 hours because I'm not having to stream, which is great. Like,
Okay,
I do a stream once a week on Monday with the Yogscast, which is called Armchair Admirals, where we literally usually sit down and play Civilization 6 for 6 hours, and it is some of the like best low effort thing that I have to do in my week. I just rock up and play Civ and curb stomp people. It's great.
So the same thing as this. You just basically show up and draw. And
Yep, show up, draw.
I still haven't played Civ 6. I'm so
don't. Just don't. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
not
was
worth it.
thrown off for a second. I was like, oh wow, like did Civ 6 get better, or is he just torturing himself?
is seven coming out? Did
I
I say
think
that?
It's inevitable, but who
Yeah.
knows when?
Like, Humankind will have to come out, and then they'll probably give it a couple of years. But Civ 6, like, it's a game for people who like single player and like feeling total control and overpoweredness. It's like, oh, I get to play my overpowered home country. Fantastic.
You're gonna hate this, Spiff, but I have never played a Civ game. Never, not once.
Really?
Seriously? Not even Civ 3 or 4?
Nope, never played it.
Honestly, play Civ 4 or Civ 3. They're really, really enjoyable. Civ 5 as well is great. Civ 5 is probably the best one for multiplayer, despite the fact that it's kind of buggy.
The closest I ever got was I thought about playing Alpha Centauri because Mandalore made a video on it.
Alpha Centauri is good, but it's kind of like really rough to play.
Multiplayer especially can be.
Yeah.
I've never.
Enjoy it
I had a
bad.
friend who really, really, really loved. What was is it Total? No, not Total War Shogun. Did they make a Civ-like game that was Japanese?
There
Or
was
am I-
Shogun 1 and 2 Total War, but I don't remember.
That has to be what I'm thinking of. So no, I don't know anybody who plays Civ. That must be why I've never played it.
You got to play Civ 5. It's really fun, really enjoyable. It's one of those games which is like the whole meme of Civ is just one more turn. Like you set up all your orders and then you have to press next turn again. It just works.
I like that. I like in my head. I immediately, because I've never played it, and you guys obviously have played it a lot. I immediately went, okay, so like Endless Space 2.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's like Endless Legend, really. That's it.
Is Endless Legend a Civ like knockoff, or
Endless Legend is, we want to make Civ, but it's our fantasy, well, our sci-fi fantasy races, and we're gonna take a bunch of stuff from Civ. And then Civ 6 said, well, guess what? We're gonna take a bunch of stuff from Endless Legend.
And then finally, they just gave up and they created Humankind, which is just their version of Civ, and it's unique. I'm in the game. They actually put me in the actual game. Yeah, fully voice acted.
Yeah, they mailed me about something like that. I think it was last January, but that was when COVID hit. It's like, hey, do you want to like come down to the offices in like California, wherever it was, Santa Monica?
Yeah. I think that's.
I'll be busy, but thanks. And then COVID came.
Yeah.
I hope Ninja's in the game for no reason. Just have some streamers.
I hope he tries to get people to dance.
They've got a few streamers. It's basically like streamers who've played Civ 6, the like token German, the token Portuguese, and then like the token esports person.
Gotcha.
And that's basically it.
I guess. Which one of those do you fall under?
I fall under. I get put in games because devs just want me to playtest their games for memes, and honestly, at this point, I think developers are purposefully leaving in exploits in press previews for me to find. Like legitimately, I fully believe the Civ 6 devs deliberately put in stupid, broken, overpowered shit just to try and get me to break the game.
Just to goat you into making a video?
Yeah, because it's just like so much dumb low-hanging fruit with every single Civ 6 DLC.
At this point, you guys have to be on like a first-name basis, right?
Yeah, like I know a few of the devs, but it's mostly Paradox are the developers who I know really well. Like I'll talk to the devs all the time, heckle ideas at them, and they send me like free food. So it's pretty good. I do like the relationship I have with the Paradox marketing department, where it's basically like, okay, I'd like to make this video. What's the marketing budget, and how much can I steal? Because like most developers just wouldn't care, but it's really nice that Paradox are like, yeah, sure, this is the total budget we have. We'd like to use this portion for the smaller guys. Like, okay, sure.
Oh, that's amazing.
They're also really flexible. Like, yeah. Like
everyone I've talked to from there has been really nice from Paradox. Like one guy was like, "Hey, if you want, I started a Total War video. Like, you want to try Stellaris? Here's all the DLC keys." I'm like, "Oh, I probably won't. If I will, be years out." It's like, "Well, I'll keep in touch with you anyways."
Yeah, like that's probably Jonathan. They brought him on. It's like
I like how Spiff immediately knows his name. He's like, "Yeah, that's probably Jonathan. I know that guy. Yeah, that's him."
He's really nice. He's just a lovely guy.
That definitely was Jonathan. I won't say. I was about to say, oh, I probably shouldn't say his name. Like, oh wait, no, it was his Discord name, I think too.
Yeah.
His email is just Jonathan at Paradox.
Well, usually I'm careful with last names just because how the internet is. But I'm like, oh wait, no, his Discord name is just like his full name.
Yeah, it's just
the one. Like, okay.
Did you guys ever do that? Like, use your name as your username on the internet? I used to do that.
Absolutely not.
No.
I used to do that when I was a kid. I
wasn't 5 when the internet was invented.
I was, okay? I'm younger than you guys.
Yeah, like, we grew up, it's like, oh, every YouTube commenter you see is a pedophile. Don't you use your name.
That's true, yeah. I grown up to be naturally terrified of everyone on the internet.
Champion of being afraid of commitment, Mandalore.
Here we go.
Or a brick wall. Oh, pardon me, why do I think it was a wall? It's a
bookshelf, apparently.
I saw it for a second and I blinked.
Yeah, I was an idiot as a child, man. You want to know what you know what? I can say this. This is probably dead now. This is probably completely dead.
What's your username? Like your name followed by your social security number for the numbers.
It was just my last name. That was my. I have such a specific, like, strange last name that I could use my last name as a username.
I could see that if you have like an interesting name.
Yeah.
Just like My name is Michael Richards, 55.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Okay.
My last name is literally 1 in a million, so I can't
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't put my name because otherwise I just can be found in seconds.
Same, exactly.
It like I always have this fun story of I donated to a streamer slash YouTuber friend, and their PayPal email was their full name as well as their date of
Oh
birth.
yeah, what the fuck?
I've had people donate to me where that's the case, where that's like their full name and their birth year or something.
I mean,
like,
that's what most people sign up for on PayPal.
I guess
But
so.
it's also like, what kind of insane fucker would you be to be like, oh, I'm gonna look up this person who donated me money?
Do you guys remember what your first username was and as a child?
No, it's been too long, honestly. That was so long ago.
Mine was something to do with ducks. That's all I remember.
Mine was Gohan the Warrior, but Warrior was spelled wrong.
Oh my god. I think my first online memories are mainly Age of Mythology, but that was my Warcraft 3 for custom games.
Oh man, I have a terrible comeback to that.
I remember falling for Alt F4 in that game.
Do you?
Somehow.
Oh.
The thing was, it wasn't even in a game I was in with somebody, because it had a chat lobby, and some stranger fucking DM'd me in the lobby who said, "Hey, there's a cheat right now that if you hold Alt and press F4, you get unlimited resources."
Ah.
I really played multiplayer, and I tried it.
Here it is in Discord. There's the reason for my original.
Oh my god.
For my original username.
What's with all the stock numbers on the side?
That's their power level, man. The game is based around
500,000.
Yeah, 500,000, man. Gohan had a big power level.
Wasn't the 9,000 thing a mistranslation?
Yeah, it was.
It was supposed to be 900.
Yeah, something like that. I have a terrible comeback to your my earliest internet memories are blank, because my earliest not video game memories, internet memories. My earliest internet memory is chat rooms where I shouldn't have been as a child, Yahoo chat rooms and dating chat rooms, OkCupid, that kind of stuff.
Okay,
well, the thing, all of that will still exist. There'll be kids wandering onto dating platforms on Discord, right? That'll be this modern day equivalent. Just kids going on to I don't know, 18 plus Discords or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I just realized that there are probably dating Discords.
There's tons of them.
You guys want to play another game? You want to do the trivia party or something?
I'm gonna need to get a cold drink before I do this because it is 30-something degrees in the UK.
Yeah. Well, let's take a small break. I'll put on the 1 moment, please, and we'll take a break and get something.
I actually might need to call it here because I think my apartment maintenance people are trying to contact me.
Are they? Okay.
Well, yeah.
Cool.
I was saying to him before I had to my apartment doesn't contact me oh, we'll call you and we'll meet at between 5 p.m. They'll go, we'll contact you between 4 and 7.
Yeah.
And yeah, because I need to get some stuff renewed.
Well, Spiff, if you
want
to
call it here then.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it's cool with you, we can just call it here.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sure.
All right. Well, thanks you guys for coming. Thanks for hanging out and playing video games. This is awesome.
Yeah, pleasure to actually talk to both of you in the flesh.
Yeah, I've seen your stuff around forever and hadn't talked to you till now, so.
Yeah, no, I've repeatedly binge watch all of your videos religiously every quarter of the year, I think.
I've watched Spiff. I think I've watched 3 of your videos, 3 or 4. I can't sit here.
To be fair, it's quite easy to watch the entire back catalogue of Mandalore. To watch the entire back catalogue of me, I think would take about 3 years.
I know it's so intimidating.
I definitely have not seen every video.
Yeah, I cover a lot of games, and the people who enjoy Euro Truck Simulator probably aren't also going to enjoy Open TTD.
Probably.
Actually, maybe they will. They're both transport games.
Maybe. Well, thank you guys for coming to the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you guys, everybody in chat. Thanks for coming by. Thank you, Mandalore. Thank you.